Hello everyone. Today, I'm going to show you an incredible trick to transform your dull kitchen knife, which currently struggles to even cut a simple piece of paper or slice a tomato cleanly, into a razor-sharp culinary tool. See how it just crumples and tears the paper instead of cutting it cleanly? This is what a dull knife does. It's frustrating when you're trying to prep food, and your knife just isn't cooperating. Now, let's try it on a tomato. A truly sharp knife should slice through a tomato skin with minimal effort. But as you can see, this knife just pushes the tomato around, failing to make a clean cut. It's absolutely struggling. But don't worry, I have an idea that will completely change this knife's performance. I'm starting with a collection of metal washers and some screws. These are just common hardware items you can find easily. I'll grab a few of these washers, specifically focusing on the ones with a wider flat surface. I'm taking a piece of P120 grit sandpaper. This is our coarse grit, perfect for the initial shaping and removing any significant nicks or damage from the blade. I'll use one of the washers to trace two perfect circles onto the back of the sandpaper. This ensures our abrasive discs are the correct size to fit snugly onto our washer base. Leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect and chat from all over the world. I'll carefully cut out these two circles using a pair of scissors. Precision is important here, as we want a clean, round disc. Once cut, I'm applying a strong adhesive to one side of a washer and carefully pressing one of the P120 sandpaper circles onto it. I'll let it sit for a moment, then use a utility knife to cut off the sandpaper in the middle of the washer. This creates our first coarse grit sharpening disc. I'm repeating the process for a second P120 grit sandpaper disc, ensuring both are perfectly adhered and neatly trimmed. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting ideas coming soon. Having two discs of the same grit allows for more even and consistent sharpening. Moving on, I'm taking a finer grit sandpaper, P240 this time. This medium grit will refine the edge created by the P120, making it smoother and preparing it for the final polish. Just like before, I'll trace two circles using a washer and carefully cut them out. These will form our intermediate sharpening layers. Now for the P240 discs. I'll apply adhesive to 2 more washers and attach the P240 sandpaper circles, trimming the excess with my utility knife. The progression from coarse to medium grit is crucial for achieving a truly sharp edge without leaving deep scratches. Finally, for the last stage of refinement, I'm grabbing P400 grit sandpaper. This very fine grit will give our knife a polished mirror-like edge. Again, I'll trace and cut 2 circles from the sandpaper, ensuring they are perfectly round. Now, it's time to assemble our entire sharpening tool. I slid 2 P120 washers onto the bolt, then 2 P240 washers, and finally 2 P400 washers. I lined up 2 nuts of the same grit to create a grinding set. This creates a progressive sharpening surface. Then I tightened everything down with a nut, making sure all the discs were snug and centered on the bolt. I'll use pliers to really tighten those nuts, ensuring everything is snug and secure. A stable assembly is crucial for safety and effectiveness. With the sharpening tool assembled, I'm now mounting it into my electric drill. Make sure it's securely clamped in the chuck. I'll then attach the drill to a wooden block using zip ties. This provides a stable and safe workstation, allowing me to focus on sharpening without worrying about the drill moving. A quick spin test shows it's running smoothly and safely. I'm going to start sharpening this incredibly dull knife. To improve the sharpening process and prevent overheating, I'm applying some WD-40 directly to the blade. This acts as a lubricant and coolant, allowing the sandpaper to cut more effectively and protecting the blade from excessive heat buildup. I'll carefully press the knife blade against the rotating sandpaper. I'm starting with the coarsest grit, maintaining a consistent angle to create the primary bevel. You can see the sparks flying as the old, dull metal is ground away. I'll continue to run the knife against the rotating discs, working my way through all the grits. I'm focusing on consistency in my angle and pressure, ensuring I create a uniform bevel on both sides of the blade. The goal is to gradually remove metal and create a new sharp edge, moving from the coarse P120, then the P240, and finally the P400 for a polished finish. Patience is key here, and I can already see the difference. After spending time on each side with the coarse grit, I'll move to the finer grits. This progressive sharpening ensures a smooth, keen edge. I'm taking my time, making sure to work both sides evenly. This steady hand is key to getting a perfect edge. After several passes, I'm wiping the blade clean to reveal the freshly sharpened edge. Just look at that shine. It's incredible how these simple materials can achieve such professional results. Let's test this out. First, the paper test. Watch how it effortlessly slices through the paper, without any tearing or snagging. That's the sign of a truly sharp knife. It cuts like butter, completely transforming its previous dull state. And now for the ultimate test. Slicing a ripe tomato and a fresh lemon. See how smoothly it glides through the skin, creating perfectly thin, clean slices without squishing or damaging the fruit. This DIY sharpening tool is not only effective but incredibly satisfying to use. If you enjoyed this project and found it inspiring, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below telling me what other unexpected tools you'd like to see me create. Don't forget to subscribe for more fantastic DIY ideas. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.